When we moved to the Jackson metro area now over 7 years ago, the area that we decided to move to is the Flowood Reservoir area. And in this video, we're going to talk about why we chose to move there and why we're still here 7 years later. What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Lasham. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams right here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Of course, if you're new to the channel, what we're doing here, we're making videos about the area, showing you around, giving you information if that's what you are looking for. Make sure you're going to hit that subscribe button and click the bell. That way you'll get notified when we got those new videos coming out, and we've got them coming out every week, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And if you are somebody who is thinking about making the move to here yourself, go ahead and take it one step further. You know, we've got a lot of people who are reaching out to us now all the time. You know, making that move here, we love it. We can't wait to help you make that move here to the Jackson Metro. So you can go ahead and reach out to, give us a call, text, email, you can DM us. You can even get out your megaphone. Really, you know, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do, because we've got your back moving here to the Jackson Metro. In this video, I just wanted to kind of run through kind of my story about how I ended up here. You know, all the way, take it all the way back, tell you how I ended up here, why I ended up here, and why I've stayed here, more importantly, over time. Because honestly, when I moved here, I didn't know hardly anything about the area. You know, so maybe you can make a little more informed decision than I did. But yeah, so we're gonna go back, basically, to give you the origin. I did originate from, I was born in East Texas, in a tiny little town of Jefferson. Ended up going to school at Mississippi State up in Starkville. That's how I got to Mississippi. And logistically, some things worked out. It just ended up being the best place to go, and I liked it there. That is where I met my beautiful wife. I'll find a picture and pop it up so you can see her. See, there she is. And so anyway, that's where I met her, and we ended up, we were there until about 2013. We were both, you know, we were done with school, and we were both still up there. She was working a job kind of temporarily as an insurance sales while she was, you know, trying to find something in her field with her degree. She's a software engineer. And so anyway, she was doing that. They wanted her to come down here and kind of work out of a new office down here. And you know, we were kind of at the point where we were ready to move out of the college town as much as we loved it. And so, you know, we decided, hey, go ahead and do that. It'd be easier for her to find a job that she's looking for in this area anyway. So we decided to make the move down here to the Jackson Metro. We did this kind of spur of the moment. And I mean, we were in an apartment up there in December, and in January we were down here. And so we came down here quick. We actually rented when we first came down here. I had no clue at the time, nothing about real estate. I was not in real estate, knew nothing about it, so we rented. And honestly, I don't think we got a very good deal when we rented. We were, like I said, in a hurry to find something. So we found a place that at the time, this was 2014, at the beginning of 2014, it was $14.50 a month. It was a small 3-bedroom house in Farmington Station, which Farmington Station, a fantastic neighborhood if you're looking for a home there. It's a great location close to Flowood and the Reservoir. Yeah, and we really liked that location there where it was. And we did not like that we were paying $14.50 a month at the time, because that was really high. Now today, if you could find that same house and rent it for $14.50 a month, you'd be getting a bargain. But things have changed in the last 7 years. And the prices on those have gone up from probably around $130, $140 to now they're pushing at over or near or over $200,000. So just to give you the way values have appreciated around here in that time frame. Anyway, we were there for a couple years. Finally kind of realized what we were doing and started looking around to find a better deal. And at that time, I think somewhere around there, Jenny got her job working in her field, actually as a software engineer. And then I was running my own business as a cell phone repair shop owner. So we repaired phones and bought and sold phones, which that business did fairly well for a few years until that industry changed and kind of went sideways a little bit. It was very hard to stay. Honestly, I don't know how anybody stayed in that business, but it changed a lot. And that's how I ended up in real estate. And then, of course, Jenny's working over in Madison. So at that point, there's nothing really, you know, for the last 4 years at least, there's been nothing holding us in Flowood. So, you know, we started in that Farmington Station neighborhood. Now we're actually living in Flowood. We're in the city limits of Flowood, but if you watched our other videos, Flowood and the reservoir area there, that part of the 39047 along Old Fannin Road and Hugh Ward Boulevard going up to where it meets the reservoir there, you know, that area is all, you might as well consider that an extension of Flowood, because they're right next to each other. And typically if you're going shopping or anything like that, you're coming to Flowood. So yeah, that's how we ended up here. So why did we stay? Flowood has obviously got a ton going on for it. It's got a lot of growth, a lot of new things popping up all the time. So first off, yeah, we like that we can do pretty much everything that we want right here in Flowood. We don't really have to go out of town for just about anything. You've got tons of shopping. You've got a lot of great dining options. Now, more chains than the local places, which that is one reason that we'll end up going out some. But there actually have been some newer local small spots that have opened up, like the Canova Smokehouse I mentioned recently on another video. That's a good one we like to go to. So there's a lot of things like that in Flowood. And then Flowood is also, I would say, a fairly active community. You've got the trails that run along a lot of the neighborhoods. So in our neighborhood, we can get right out onto a trail. And that trail can take you to a nature park and the Winter Circle Park, which we have also featured on other videos. So having easy access to all that stuff, and then also being very close to the reservoir, it just makes it really convenient for us to stay here. And even though there's nothing specifically tying us here, you could even make the case it might be easier for us to move up towards Madison, since I generally work from wherever I am and she works in Madison. It would just make more sense. But yeah, we've decided to stay here, and in that same time we've had a couple kids, so you know, that was another consideration with staying here, was we want to be somewhere with good schools. And no matter where you look, you'll see Northwest Rankin and the elementary and middle schools that feed that are definitely highly rated schools. So you know, that's good for a lot of reasons. Obviously, if you had kids, it's good for the kids. If you don't have kids, it's good for property values. So, you know, all around good there. And I always put, I like niche.com. If you want to look at the schools in the Flowood area, I'll put that so you can see. But most of them, I'm pretty sure all of them are at least an A- or better on their website. So that gives you that idea. Now, our kids that we have a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. So they only just recently hit that school age with our 5-year-old. And for now, just because we weren't sure if we might move around again soon within the school district, we had her in the Hartfield Academy, which is a private school, and they do K3 and K4, you know, prior to kindergarten. And we put her in K4 last year because we found out that their K4 program is you can add on an after-school care, which basically gives you the same hours most of the daycares here do. You can drop off at 7:30, pick up as late as 6 p.m. if you add the Hawk's Nest, as they call it, on the end of that. And so it pretty much was just, you know, $25 or $30 more a month for K4 than what we were paying for daycare. And so it just made sense to go ahead and move her to K4, let her go and start getting a more in-depth learning experience while she's also there all day. And she has absolutely loved it. Our initial plan was to pull her out and put her into the public elementary school here, which is great. But again, we potentially could move in the near future between different elementary school zones, and we didn't want to deal with that. So we decided to keep her one more year in Hartfield because you know, she just loves it there. And who knows, we may change her mind on that depending on how things go, because Hartfield has been great. If you do have a kid in that, you know, 3 or 4 age range, I would highly encourage you to check out Hartfield Academy, just because their program that they have is going to cover that same need that daycare would, as far as having somewhere for them to be and be taken care of all day, but then also giving them a kind of a better environment for learning and development. So we really like that. But all of that together is really what has kept us here in Flowood. You know, it's helped us to really grow to love the area. Really just, you know, looking at the other areas now, because when we first moved here, you know, we kind of considered Ridgeland, Madison, looked around a little bit, and picked Flowood kind of because we thought we'd like some of those things, and definitely have liked them. And really now I don't think I would want to move to Madison or Ridgeland, as nice as they are. I really do love how bike friendly Ridgeland is. They've got a lot of trails and things you can do along the Natchez Trace. So that's a little bit of a pull. I do really like that area, and it's also right there on the reservoir. But I think with a combination of everything we have here in Flowood, it's just hard to beat anywhere else in the area. And so that's why I stayed here. So if you're somebody who is thinking about making these decisions for yourself and this helped you out with that, I hope it did. Get down there and hit that like button, of course. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. It helps us get our information out to more and more people. If you are someone who's already moved here and you moved to Flowood or a different area and you'd like to give comments on your experience or ask questions about mine, make sure you get down there and do that in the comments as well. If you want to see more videos, or everybody covering more videos with stories about some people that have moved to different areas here and why they love those areas and why they chose those. So if you want to see those, as well as the usual informational videos and the videos where we go out and show you around, we're going to be doing that here every week on this channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell. And of course, if you are really thinking about making that move here, don't hesitate. We can't wait to help you out. We love it. We love helping you out when you make that move here to the Jackson Metro. So go ahead and reach out to us. Give us a call, text, email, you can DM us. You can even break out your megaphone. Really, all you know, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do, because we've got your back moving here to the Jackson Metro. Thank y'all for watching this one.